start tonight's NFL predictions video. As you can tell, we only have one microphone. I don't know what's going on with my other microphone. It might have gotten fried in the storm. It's very staticky. I've tried changing the cords. I've tried turning off my interface. I've tried doing a lot of different things. I just thought of something else that I could try while literally talking about it out loud. It might be the port on my interface. I don't know. So I'll swap the ports around and see if that fixes anything. But we're using one microphone today to do our Week 5 NFL predictions. It might look like I'm a little sweaty. I've spent about the last 3 or 4 hours unloading trucks. I'm in Western North Carolina, and I went to one of the donation sites and spent about 4 hours unloading supplies for people that needed them. And it was good to get out there and try and help people in need, but I haven't really had time to clean myself up. So that being said, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, hit that like button before you sit back, relax, and enjoy. Last week we went 8-8. I had some good picks. I had some bad picks. Tried to do some pick some underdogs that I should have picked, but I also picked some underdogs that did win. Looking back, I had the Patriots beating the 49ers. That was a really bad pick. I had the Seahawks beating the Lions. That was a bad pick as well, but what are you gonna do? 8-8, I believe, is the best I've done in one of these. I think I've had more losing picks than I've had winning picks up until this point, so I feel good about that. Now, it is Saturday, and you guys are just gonna have to trust me on this, but I did have the Falcons beating the Buccaneers. I did. I promise you I did. I did not have a chance to record a Pick'ems video before that game Thursday, but we've had friends of ours have been staying with us for the last 2 days. They have been without power, without water, without anything since the hurricane. So we kind of took them in. They're a married couple with a kid and a dog. So we thought, maybe let them have the guest room for a couple nights and kind of get back on their feet a little bit. But with that, there was not a lot of quiet time in this house over the last couple of days. So that's why I wasn't able to get this video out before now. But I did want to make sure that I got it out before Sunday. Now, the Falcons, man, Kirko Chains, man, you may have seen me share the picture, the famous shirtless gold chain Kirk Cousins picture on my community tab. Such a funny picture, but man, breaking the Thursday Night Football record, breaking the Falcons franchise record. Absolutely insane performance from Kirk Cousins. I had bet them money line. I had them all the way up at like plus 260 live. I live bet this game, and I had so much faith. Kirk Cousins, they were like down like a touchdown at half, and Kirk Cousins had 250 yards. I was like, there's no way they're losing this game if Kirk Cousins is gonna throw for 500 yards. There's no way they're gonna lose this game. And sure enough, they did. Sure enough, they won. So shout out to the Falcons, man. I feel really good about the Falcons right now. We should be 4-1. Still salty about that non-pass interference call in the end zone against the Chiefs. Still really salty about that. We should be 4-1 with a win over the Eagles, a win over the back-to-back Super Bowl champs, and a win over the Saints and the Bucs, who are the two main, is basically all of our competition in the NFC South. But take it. I'm not gonna complain. I'm really happy, really satisfied as a Falcons fan. Now, moving on. I won't touch too much about that game because it's already over. We have our first London game of the season, and it's Vikings and Jets. Now, I picked against the Vikings last week. Who did they play last week? Cannot remember, but I faded the Vikings. I said this is the week that they finally come back, they finally regress. I know that regression is coming. I just know it. And quite frankly, I just don't see Aaron Rodgers losing to Sam Darnold. I don't see it. I'm taking the Jets here overseas. I know that Aaron Rodgers is a little banged up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a live check right now. I'm gonna go on FanDuel and take a look and see if. Oh, you know what? He's not gonna be in the main slate on FanDuel. I'm gonna have to go and look at the single game London slate. The single game London slate. Is this it? Is this it? No, it's not. That's prime time. Where's the London? There it is. Okay, bear with me. We're doing like I said, I've been really busy. Let's see here. Aaron Rodgers is okay. He's confirmed playing. Isn't listed on the injury report. I thought he was gonna be healthy, but yeah, give me the Jets in that game. It's simple enough. I'm sure they're probably the underdog too. So that is we're picking a road. Well, I guess they're both road dogs, but we're taking an underdog with our first pick of Week 5. Moving on to the Bears and the Panthers. The Bears got themselves a win last week. Again, I should just leave my phone open. Cannot remember who they beat last week. Let's go back to Week 4. There we go. I'm just gonna leave this open. Bears beat the Rams last week. Yeah, that is a confidence boosting win right there. I'm gonna take the Bears again here. I had the Bears over the Rams last week, so I actually called that win. They're just the healthier team. The Panthers, they have looked better. I took the Panthers actually to beat the Bengals last week, and while they were competitive in the first half, they couldn't pull off the win. The Bengals kind of saved their season with that win, but yeah, I'm going to take the Bears over the Panthers. Let's take a look and see what Caleb Williams did last week. 17 of 23, 157 yards and a touchdown. Who was that touchdown to? I think it was to DJ Moore. It was. Yeah, I mean, the Bears have 2 wins now, I believe. Yeah, the Bears are 2-2, so not bad. I would say they're probably got an easy game here against the Panthers. But you never know. I mean, I picked the Panthers to be competitive. I picked the Panthers to win against the Bengals last week, and now I'm saying, no, they're not going to beat the Bears. So a little ironic there, or maybe what's the word I'm looking for? Not ironic, but not bias, not discrimination. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, moving on. Ravens, Bengals. The Ravens. This should be a competitive game, but the Bengals have not shown me anything. The Ravens look good, man. They look so good. And I took the Bills. I picked the Bills over the Ravens last week, and I was just proved so wrong by this Ravens team. I wouldn't say I'm a Ravens hater, but I just don't really. I've been skeptical of the Ravens up until last week. They absolutely handed it to the Bills. They are for real. And the Bengals, while they probably did feel good just don't see anybody in the league competing with the Ravens. Again, any given Sunday, anything can happen. But the Ravens are just too strong right now, which is exactly what I said about the Bills last week. So let this be the week that they give me a letdown spot. Moving on, we have the Browns and the Commanders. Dude, Jaden Daniels is him. He is, I think, out of all the teams in the NFL, other than the Falcons, of like the fan base is probably super appreciative of their offseason. I would say the Commanders have got to be number one. Like, they are looking good. They have a good offense. They have a good quarterback. Dan Quinn is a great coach. I can't remember if Dan Quinn was there last year or if this is his first year with the Commanders. I cannot remember. Everything is going right for the Commanders right now. I'm pulling for him as a Falcons fan. I can sympathize with being a fan of a franchise that hasn't had its good days in the last couple of years, and now is kind of having a resurgence year. I'm pulling for the Commanders. I'm looking around, I'm looking at these other teams, and I genuinely don't see any other teams that are like, I'd say the Commanders and the Falcons are both in that like resurgence spot. Yeah, it's a good time to be a Commanders fan. That being said, it's really the difference in offense here. The Browns' offense is literally non-existent. I say that and watch, they're going to put up like 30 points this week on the Commanders, but if they can get that offense rolling, then that'll be a different story. But until they show me otherwise, I'm fading. And that brings me to the next matchup. This is going to be an absolute snooze fest of a game right here. Raiders and Broncos. There's a lot of rumors going around with the Raiders. Not even rumors there. There's just straight up fact that Devontae Adams has requested a trade. Now, where he ends up, I have no idea. People are saying the Jets. Some people are saying the Packers. Some people are saying, whatever. I know there was a rumor of a 3-team trade involving the Falcons, Raiders, and Jets, where the Falcons would end up with Hassan Reddick, which would be sick. I think that is probably our weakest point of our team, is our defensive line. So if we can get another big piece on that defensive line, I'm all for that. Now, who do I want to pick in this game? Raiders and Broncos. Honestly, flip a coin here. Let me see who had the better week last week. The Raiders actually beat the Browns. So, and the Broncos beat the Jets. So they're both coming off of wins. Of teams that are better than them, to be honest. I'm going to go with the Raiders just because they put up more points. They put up slightly more points. Sometimes you look at the Bills. Now, I don't want to compare the Bills to the Raiders, but you got a similar situation there where their top receiver leaves or is not playing. Stephon Diggs, he leaves in the offseason, goes and joins the Texans. Now Devontae Adams is leaving. It's not similar. It's similar situations, but it's not the same, if that makes sense. So I don't want to make that comparison, but I am. Give me the Raiders here. Give me the Raiders. 49ers and Cardinals, man. I just hate the 49ers, man. I really do. If I'm going to be honest with you, I really just don't like the 49ers. Cardinals looked good for a little bit there. They really did. And now they're just back to looking like a cruddy team. I'm going to take the 49ers here. I'm just going to put my personal hate, my personal feelings aside for the 49ers, and I'm going to take them. their full offense is back. They might be missing some offensive linemen. Of course, they're missing Christian McCaffrey. I can't say their full offense is back. Man, the Christian McCaffrey situation is looking very, very, very dire. It'll be lucky if we ever see Christian McCaffrey play another snap. And if he does, he's not going to be the same. He's just not. If I was Christian McCaffrey, what else do you have to prove? You know, you just had one of the best seasons of all time. He probably does win a Super Bowl, and his, the best bet of that happening would be with the 49ers. So he may come back and do a little bit of ring chasing, but not a good situation. Tendinitis in both Achilles, I believe. Not good. Not good at all. Next, we have Packers and Rams. I'm going to take the Packers here. Jordan Love is back. Rams are just not healthy at all, which is why I faded them last week and took the Bears. Similar situation this week. Now, Kyren Williams could go crazy. Kyren Williams is one of probably the focal point of their offense right now, which is kind of a big reason why if a team doesn't have receivers, or if a team doesn't have standout receivers, they can just really stack the box and take away a threat like Kyren Williams. The Packers are more complete right now, so yeah, I feel good about that. Bills, Texans. Oh, this is gonna be good. Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills to bounce back. Like I said, I was 90% certain that they would beat the Ravens last week, and then they just laid an egg. They really just came out there and laid a big fat dud. Give me Josh Allen. Give me this Bills offense. The Texans almost lost to the Jaguars last week. They pulled it out at the end, but yeah, I do not feel confident in the Texans whatsoever anymore. It looks like that rookie season is going to be difficult to repeat for CJ Stroud. He's still doing well. I don't want to act like he's doing bad, but let's see. What are the Texans? Are they 4-1? Oh, they are 3-1. Okay, so they very well could be 4-1. I just feel like that something about that aura about CJ Stroud. I feel like it's gone. He was looking like MVP candidate kind of deal. I feel like that stigma is gone. So give me the Bills in this game. Colts, Jaguars. Colts. It's looking like Anthony Richardson might be out. That being said, I bet Michael Pittman gets 10 catches for a touchdown and over 100 yards in this game. The Jaguars look awful. Joe Flacco is still him at 48 years old, or whatever, however old that man is. I'm being facetious there. I think he is older than Aaron Rodgers, though, I believe. I could be wrong there. Give me the Colts in this matchup. Talk about another snooze fest. We have the Dolphins and the Patriots. This game very well could end up being 0-0 with a tie. I'd imagine the over-under is probably in like the 34 to 36 points range. I'm going to take the Patriots just because I think they have the better defense. Dolphins just don't really have anything without Tua. They looked bad last week. What they only put up like 10 points or something last week. I want to say, where's the Dolphins? Yeah, on 12 points on Monday night to the Titans, man. Ugh, that's so bad. That is really, really bad. Yeah, give me Gerard Mayo. Give me the Patriots here to pull off a home win. Let me see. Are they favorites in this game? Surely not. That might be another underdog pick for me. Surely not. Yeah, Miami is a 1-point favorite. Who else is favorited? Baltimore's favorited. Minnesota's favorited, so I did pick an underdog there. Browns are underdogs. I took the favorite there. Bills are actually underdogs, so I took the underdog there. Raiders are underdogs. I took the underdog there. Packers are favorites. Giants Seahawks, excuse me. Seahawks are 7-point favorites. And Giants, this could be an all-time just dumpster fire spot for the Giants. They're without Malik Neighbors this week, which is really the only bright spot in this team. It's the only reason this team has been competitive. They were able to get one win this year. Who was it against? I believe it was 2 weeks ago, right? Yep, 2 weeks ago against, guess who? The Browns. Man, the Browns are just not looking good. I think I picked up the Seahawks defense this week in my fantasy league, or one of my 2 fantasy leagues. I picked up the Seahawks defense, just because the Giants have no weapons. You know, without Malik Neighbors, I feel like this team is going to look really, really bad. We're going to see the New York Giants of last year, of yesteryear, and the Seahawks are looking to probably bounce back after that Monday night loss. So, yeah, give me the Seahawks here. I also picked up Geno Smith because of Anthony Richardson being hurt. And who do I have as Anthony Richardson backup? It's either Aaron Rodgers or I think it's Aaron Rodgers. So, that's not a favorable matchup there. I thought Geno Smith against the Giants would be good. Moving on. We're going to get controversial here. Wow. Maybe we're not going to get controversial because the Steelers are favorited over the Cowboys. Oh my goodness, I love it. I was certain that, I was going to be in the minority. The Cowboys, man, it's really, I'm betting on TJ Watt. I'm just betting on TJ Watt getting back there, getting it done. Yeah, I love this Steelers defense in this spot in a prime time Sunday night game. I actually really like Fields as well in this spot. I think I'm going to have both of them in my FanDuel lineup. Yeah, give me the Steelers in this. No Micah Parsons for the Cowboys. That makes a big difference for me. I believe the Cowboys are dealing with some other injuries as well, other than just Micah Parsons. But yeah, I think I've faded the Steelers every week. I think, and watch now that I'm backing them, they'll take a loss. But no, we're gonna back the steel curtain. We're gonna back the steel curtain here and go with the Steelers. And last but certainly not least, we have the Monday night game of Saints and Chiefs. I'm not even going to waste any time here. The Chiefs are not going to lose in prime time because they're the Chiefs. And that's sacrilege. So, give me the Chiefs. Also, I hate the Saints. So, I mean, I probably would have picked anybody in this matchup. Outside of like the Giants maybe, or like the Dolphins or Patriots. give me the Chiefs in this matchup. Kareem Hunt should be like, this is now like the third week that he's been there. I bet he gets a lot of run with the squad on Monday night. And like I said from the beginning of the year, the Saints are frauds. I think the Saints are frauds. Now if they go and beat the Chiefs and, you know, get the win against the Chiefs in Arrowhead, then so be it. But I'm gonna take the smart move and just take, you know, back Patrick Mahomes in prime time against an NFC South opponent. That's just makes sense to me. So that is gonna do it. There are 4 teams, I believe, on bye this week. There's no way for me to tell. I know the Lions are on bye. The Titans are also on bye. Not sure who else. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the only one microphone. I'm going to do a little bit more testing here after I finish recording this, but it's currently 6 o'clock on Saturday, and I wanted to make sure that I got this video up in time for tomorrow's game. So, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace, peace, peace.